Well, what's up, y'all? Jonathan Wiseman here with another episode of Houston Entrepreneurs Podcast right here in Houston, Texas. Today, we got a quick, cool little show for y'all. I've got Korey Fitzgibbons with Fitz Roofing here. We're going to talk about some really cool shit that he's got going on today. Korey, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Oh, man, staying busy.
Good.
I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you coming on the show. The reason why we do this show is to bring entrepreneurs in here to talk to our audience, talk about how they got started in the business, some of the hurdles that they deal with, some of the wins, what it's taken to get their business off the ground, how they got funded. Basically, there's entrepreneurs out there that want to see what other people are doing. There's new entrepreneurs or people that are looking to start their first business that want to get a little bit of insider help. So what this podcast platform does is kind of just gives insight of what we do as business owners and how other people, our audience watching, can take some of that information, apply it to their business model, or hear about one of our hardships or some bullshit we've been through and just be like, wow, okay, those guys are going through it too, and that's what I'm going through right now, so it makes sense. So that's the purpose of the Houston Entrepreneur Podcast. And your company, Fitz Roofing, want to ask a little bit about that, but I want to jump into something else that we're going to dive into as well. But tell me a little bit about Fitz. When did you start Fitz Roofing, and how did you get into that business?
Right. So Fitz Roofing was started January 9th, 2014. I was working for a company here locally that is over in Jersey Village area, running his company. He ended up deciding not to pay me on a large sum of money. So I had two choices. I could either go work for somebody else and it potentially happen again, or maybe not, or I could, take a leap of faith and see about doing it on my own. And so I chose to take that leap.
God, we both got a handful of friends that are in this business.
Right.
And I've heard story after story of people not getting paid, getting screwed over. And you took that leap of faith, and I know you're a man of faith, and I really respect that. I know we've talked about that a handful of times. So you decided to go ahead and launch Fitz Roofing,
right,
and start it all there.
Yes. I'm nothing without God. I mean, he's the center of my family and my business. The only way that I was able to, in my mind, to be able to succeed in this is putting him first. And that's our mission statement is making a difference one home at a time. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build relationships with people while we're helping them, with their roofing needs and things of that sort.
And tell me about, you have a charity set up. What is it called? I've seen it on your website.
Yes, sir. It's Fitz for Families.
Fitz for Families. And you donate a portion of all proceeds that your company generates back to the community and to that charity. Is that right?
No less than 10%. Yes, sir. I do that on a personal note. So first, it's through the business, and then I get paid from the business, and then we do it on our personal note also.
So in addition.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
why we are where we are and where we're going. It's all because it's centered on him.
And tell me a little bit more about the charity as well, and what that's doing and how that's giving back. I know that y'all have put roof over many heads that couldn't afford it. Tell me some of those stories, or what you've done in the past over the last year or two.
Right. So we measure our success on how much we can give back, not how much we make.
I like that.
So with Fitz for Families, it's we're a company for the community. We all have times in our lives where we struggle. We need a little bit of love, a little bit of hope.
Sure.
And so with that, it was, let me install a roof for a family in need. Maybe I can do it once a year, right? And then it's grown from that to installing roofs for families in need. We give financial contributions whenever we feel God's putting it on our heart, just to, show some love to families.
Sure.
We have sponsored a foster kid that aged out of the system, and he was actually in Florida, and helped him financially, with apartment, with furniture, getting going in life as far as college and this type of thing. People that are battling with cancer. There was this one individual that Tracy is close to. Tracy's my wife.
And Tracy's your wife, for the audience that's
That's
looking.
right.
And she's heavily involved in your charity events and in the business and everything you do.
Wholeheartedly in my whole life.
Amazing.
It is. She's an excellent team member.
It's amazing to have that support.
Yeah, it's awesome. And so, like we watched this individual was going through the police academy. This woman would go to the police academy, take her lunch break to go do chemo, to go back to the police academy. So while she's doing this, she didn't have a job. So, Fitz for Families was funding her life.
Wow.
As far as, bills and food and things like that. So my God goal for the company is for Fitz Roofing alone to give $1 million away a year to the community, and then whatever other contributions that come in from the outside to see how much we can do.
Absolutely amazing, bro. What you're doing for families, for the community is absolutely amazing, you and your wife.
Thank you.
And that brings me to why we're really here today, which is really cool. We weren't supposed to be here to necessarily be talking about Fitz Roofing, but I definitely wanted to show some love to the business that you're in. You are an entrepreneur. You've built this yourself. You've built a great company. See your trucks all over the place, and I'm sure everybody else does. But the real reason why we're here is what we were just talking about, charity. You did a post online where you were looking to bless somebody close to you that you've come across, that you felt the need to help them out and help them launch or catapult their own business. I believe it was Jason that put us together. Jason, right?
That's right.
What's up, Jason and Holly? How are y'all doing? They're very well dialed into the community, and they put us together. Jason did. And he told you to reach out to me to talk about, see how together we can work and give back. So tell me about the gentleman that you want to help, what it is he does, and I'll dive into what we're about to do for him to help him out, help him. And again, this is the Houston Entrepreneur Podcast, and we're about to successfully help somebody launch their entrepreneurship, their career, and hopefully take them to the next level.
Right. Before I get into that, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to sit with you and what you're bringing to the table.
I appreciate
as far
that.
as,
absolutely.
Blessing this person and hopefully his family and watch that grow.
For sure.
So right at 2 years ago, I moved to Spring, and I started going to the barbershop down the road from me, pretty close to the office and the house. And me and my son go to him and get our hair cut. Well, he has a hard time trying to find barbers to fill the chairs, right?
Sure.
And then, so he seems to be, pretty booked here and there, but not every day or that sort of thing. And so I'll watch him, if you will, struggle. Well, him being a little older than us, I just don't think that he understands what avenues that you might need to take in marketing or, just to be for people to find him.
Yeah, how to get out there, how to get exposure.
That's right.
As well as not have the budgets that many people have. And I've noticed, and I know he's a little bit older than us, the 45, 50 plus people just don't understand social media. They don't understand how to use the phones well to get that out there.
That's right. And so, I look up barbers near me. I mean, he's literally like 2 miles down the road from me, if that, and he doesn't show up. And I just feel like that if, we make a web presence, we do some online stuff for him, then it'll attract customers, but it also attract good barbers with a new brand and this sort of thing to be able to help grow his business. I mean, he's a great guy. He just needs some help.
And what's his name?
His name is Stan Freeline.
Stan Freeline. Mr. Stan.
Mr. Stan.
Mr. Stan. What's up, Mr. Stan? You're going to see this one day, hopefully sooner than later. So that's what it is, guys. Korey came to me, said, look, I've got somebody. It's been tugging on my heart. I want to help this person out. He's a good dude. He does good business. He's a kind man. He's a man of God. And I know that if we can just give him a little bit of boost, we can help, take this guy to the next level in business and hopefully change the trajectory of his life, his career, and just give back. And that's the type of love that you get from K Fitz over here, is giving love, giving God, and really trying to help people out. And so Jason hooked us up together, and that's what we're about to do today. That's what we're here for. So Korey is contributing a sizable sum into investing into a corporate identity package, a branding package, into building this website. From our team, from our JWise team, we're going to be contributing marketing dollars and budgets and ad spend. And together, we're going to put together about 5 figures between the two of us and really build a company, a brand, and launch this business for somebody. So I'm really appreciative for you giving me the opportunity to be a part of this. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how we can blow this up and help this gentleman out.
Yeah, I really appreciate you also. Thank you.
Oh, man, it's going to be fun. I love these type of projects because it's, we're entrepreneurs, and that's what the podcast is for, but it's also about giving back to the communities, giving back to others, and really giving other people opportunities to blow up. It'd be so easy for you to throw $1,000 in his pocket, but it's if you can, and together we build a business and a platform and marketing and get them to show up first on Google.
How cool is it going to be to watch this guy grow, and not even that, just the joy that he sees that he, some ownership and, being able to look online and there's me. I remember when I installed the sign on my building, it brought tears to my eyes because I'm like, man, it was so long ago that I felt like that, this might not, I wasn't even thinking about business. And then here I am, and we're installing this, this awesome sign on the building. And I'll never forget, Tracy's like, tears, you better cry when you marry me, tears. Right. Because, that was an emotional time for me because I'm like, wow, man, all that I've been through in life, here we are. And we're branding this building with something that we built. And
that's beautiful.
It's a great thing. And I want that for everyone, everybody to, pursue their dream and really just find peace in their life and live purposefully,
Absolutely.
So
this is going to be a great journey.
Yeah.
So what do you think he's going to call the business, or what do you suggest him to call the business?
I think it's going to, his last name's Freelon. Mm-hmm. So Freelon's Barbershop.
Okay, cool.
He had a little bit of an idea of that before, but in spring, a lot of things are branded spring. And so we thought that was a good idea. And there's a little bit of a problem there. There's another barbershop in Spring with something, the name's similar to that.
It's not going to be a problem once we get done
That's
with
right.
it.
That's right. And so we need to separate him and create his own identity and really help him.
So does Mr. Freelon know about this yet?
He, I made a comment to him. I was like, I'm going to reach out and I want to talk to a couple people and see what we can potentially do to help you.
But he doesn't quite know what's about to happen.
He has no clue. I think, he's probably thinking that, okay, cool, he's going to, might do something, but I don't think to this extent.
Yeah. So if you're out in the Spring area, Mr. Freelon's Barbershop is coming out there. Keep your eyes open for it. It's going to be coming real soon. Korey, can't thank you enough for what you're doing. Fitz Roofing, I know, is a huge contribution to making this happen. So let's go ahead and jump in the office. Let's get to business. Let's blow this shit up for Mr. Freelon. And we're going to bring you in here. You going to come back and see us in a month or so?
Yeah.
I want to get you in here and talk about Fitz Roofing and all the stuff that you got going on, because you're really making a difference. It's you're separating yourself from a lot of the other roofing companies that are storm chasing and doing a bunch of bullshit stuff out there that people are getting fed up with.
Right.
So I'd love to get you in here, maybe get the wife in here and talk about it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, and I look forward to that day. And I'll let Tracy know, and I've already spoke to her about it a little bit to see if we can get to know each other a little bit more. You, and then Tracy.
Absolutely, I'd love to get my wife in here, and
that'd be awesome.
Done deal. Cool. Well, I appreciate it, boss. Let's go ahead and blow up Mr. Freelon and make it happen.
Thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely. Guys, appreciate y'all tuning in today. Houston Entrepreneur. Just know it's not always about us and you. It's always about just the community. It's about Houston. It's about entrepreneurship. And it's also about giving back to communities, giving back to God, helping other people that haven't necessarily had the opportunities, always being there and helping people blow up together, because it takes all of us to make this shit happen. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.